Welcome inside fitnessinformer.com, Fitness Informer's YouTube channel. I'm FI founder and CEO Ryan Buck. I want to thank you for stopping by to check out a 100% honest, no bullshit review of Olympus Labs I Am Supreme pre-workout. Now let's start right away by talking about I Am Supreme because this is not a brand new product. It's actually Rain, their old school pre-workout, rebranded with new flavoring houses, meaning that the flavor is supposed to be better. Now, I want to talk about I Am Supreme today on 5 different categories. First, I want to talk about the ingredient profile, like what is in this pre-workout. Second, we're going to talk about the effectiveness. Does this thing actually work? Third, we're going to talk about the taste. Fourth, we're going to talk about mixability as well as show you a mixability test here on camera. And then finally, we're going to talk about value of the product. So let's dive into the ingredient profile on this. What's interesting about I Am Supreme is they really give you energy / focus and a pump complex. Now, with pump ingredients, they fight against stimulants. Stimulants actually constrict blood flow while pump ingredients are trying to obviously enhance blood flow. So one thing that's interesting about this ingredient profile is it's stim heavy, but also wants to give you the pump through certain ingredients like Vaso-6, citrulline, etc. So you're probably not going to get the absolute best pump in the world because you do have the stims fighting against it, but they're still trying to achieve a pump in which helps overcome and helps you muscle repair the tissues that you just got done tearing and damaging in the gym. So we start with 5 grams of pure L-citrulline. Pure L-citrulline should be dosed between 3 and 5 grams. What this does is actually increases blood flow into the body, getting the blood into the muscles, bringing much needed nutrients into the muscle tissue to help repair it. Next, you get agmatine sulfate at 1 gram. This is a brand ingredient from Compound Solutions. 1 gram is great. What agmatine sulfate actually can do is your body at some point tries to inhibit nitric oxide. So what agmatine sulfate does, it says, you know what, body, you can keep making nitric oxide to keep having an epic pump from nitric oxide. The next ingredient here is pomegranate powder extract at 1 gram. Now this is going to help enhance blood flow as well. It's very similar. You actually see certain ingredients in products now like red spinach extract. You see beet powder extract, pomegranate powder extract. Very similar in terms of it's going to enhance and improve blood flow. And the last ingredient on this in the pump complex is Vaso-6 at 300 milligrams. Now this is the actual dosage of Vaso-6 we want. Vaso-6 has been shown to do several different things. It does enhance nitric oxide levels, which is the biggest attribute of Vaso-6 from Compound Solutions. So overall, the pump complex in this product is really good. But then again, like I said, it's fighting against the stimulant complex, which we're going to talk about next. The Stim complex, which is what we call the intense energy matrix in this one, starts out with caffeine anhydrous at 300 milligrams. Now, caffeine, obviously, you guys and girls probably know what caffeine does. Stimulates the central nervous system. Also, what this can do is can help improve focus as well. Urea gerensis extract is used next. We don't know how much, but based on the 678 milligram stimulant blend, I think that this is actually probably dosed pretty well. Urea gerensis is probably dosed between 2 and 250 milligrams. What that does is actually improves focus. Urea gerensis is a really good stimulant to improve focus as well as contribute to overall energy. Then you have Jolgen's Regia extract, which is sort of a natural version of DMHA. That is next. Now, this can be dosed between 50 and 75 milligrams, as high as 150 milligrams as well. Again, based on the 678 milligram or 678 milligram profile, this could potentially be dosed correctly. And then the last ingredient here is Stim X or Stim 1X. It's a brand new stimulant ingredient that is fairly new, and not shocked to see Olympus Labs use it because they like to use brand new ingredients, the ingredients that competitors aren't using. So overall, you get 678 milligrams of an energy complex in this product. Then you have an Immaculate Focus Matrix, which is theacrine. It's tasteless theacrine. You get 100 milligrams. This is actually yielding 40 milligrams of theacrine. This is right kind of where we want it. Compound Solutions actually recommends about 50 milligrams of theacrine, so this comes in just under that, but at the end of the day, not too crazy. This is going to actually help withstand and sustain energy. So theacrine hits later on in the cycle, so caffeine anhydrous and urea gerensis and the DMH, the natural form of DMHA, is going to hit pretty quickly. Theacrine is going to hit about 30-40 minutes into the system, so that way you get the euphoric energy throughout your lift. And then you have Kana-Ease at 25 milligrams. Kana-Ease is very good for relieving anxiety, relieving stress. This is an ingredient that Olympus Labs is really well known for. They use it in a lot of different products. And obviously, to help with focus, you need to reduce your anxiety, which caffeine and stimulants can actually raise anxiety, so this is going to help combat that. The last ingredient you get in this is going to be basically the maximum absorption matrix, which is going to be using estrogen at 50 milligrams. This is actually a better version of biopurine, basically, that actually helps absorb the ingredients into the system. This is a really good profile. A lot of people are going to say that Stim complex, I wish I knew it was in there, but based on reverse engineering from our standpoint, I believe it's actually dosed correctly because you know that caffeine anhydrous at 300 milligrams Everything to the right of that's going to be either 300 milligrams or less, and it just makes sense that stuff like Uriah Gerensis is probably dosed between 250. Then the DMHA version is going to be dosed between 75 and 150. So I think it is good. This is a good profile. In terms of effectiveness, here I mentioned it earlier, the pump is going to be good, probably not as good as it could be because you're combating the stimulants. Now, that's not saying you don't achieve a pump, because you still get a pump in the gym. But if you've ever taken a non-stimulant pump putter, you understand what that actually does for the human body. The stims, if you don't have stims, you're going to achieve a much fuller pump, but you still want to get a pump, and you still want to try to do that. So ingredients like Vaso-6, ingredients like Agmas, ingredients like citrulline are going to help try to combat that stimulant constriction of blood flow and actually improve blood flow in the system. And you do actually get a nice pump in the gym. The second area we look at here is energy. You're going to get really good energy. Actually, within like the first 5 to 7 days of using this, my energy levels were like through the roof crazy. After about day 7, they kind of stabled off. So I think my body adjusted to the stimulant complex in this. And then keep in mind, this is a 20 serving. So basically halfway through this container, I had really extreme explosive energy. And then I had really good energy after that. It just wasn't as explosive it was as the first, like, say, 7 days. You're still going to get energy. You're still going to get really good focus in the gym from Uriah Gerensis, with kind of ease, breaking down the anxiety. But at the end of the day, at least my body did adjust to the stimulant complex, but your body's going to adjust to things over time anyway. In terms of other things, there's no strength and endurance ingredients in this product. They're actually not, saying anything. They say tunnel vision, focus, insane energy, extreme pumps, and maximum endurance. They do touch on endurance, but there's really no endurance ingredients in this. There's no beta-alanine, there's no taurine, there's no PCO2. So strength and endurance really is lacking from this pre-workout, but again, I don't think that they're trying to sell you on that besides that one claim we just made. In terms of taste, this one here is actually going to be the Dark Magic version, which is a black cherry. Literally tastes just like black cherry. So if you like black cherry or cherry flavored anything, you're going to like this. It's not like a cherry cola. It's more just like your sort of straightforward cherry drink. Good. I'm not the biggest cherry fan on the block, but it wasn't bad. It tasted to the point, and I think they did a really good job. I will tell you that this is a massive upgrade from Reign, I believe personally. We did review Reign back in the day, and Reign's flavor profile did not score as high as I Am Supreme. In terms of mixability, we'll show it to you here on camera. Obviously, the recommended dosage on this is anywhere from 1 to 2 scoops based on where you're at in your workout process and like if you're a novice or an advanced trainer. So for you guys, I mixed up 2 scoops because most of you are going to be taking 2 scoops, the 20 serving of this, and between 8 and 12 ounces of water. I use 10 ounces of water here on camera. It mixes really well. I'm actually pretty surprised that this mixes really well considering what's in this for ingredients, but this does mix really well. Really one of the better mixing pre-workouts that you'll find in the market for what you're doing. The color on it, obviously a dark cherry red color. That's to be expected based on what's in this, but overall I think I was very happy with the mixability of this. A lot of people are probably going to mix this in less than 10 ounces of water, but per the instructions on the back of this pack, I went with 10 ounces of water to show you what the mixability exam should actually look like. In terms of value, this is a $45 pre-workout for 20 servings, so it's a little bit higher in price tag, but at the end of the day, like, you can't just say $2 per serving in a pre-workout. You have to really look at the ingredients. There are 5 patent brand ingredients in this product, which is absolutely insane. It's expensive, and it costs a lot more money as a manufacturer to do that, so keep that in mind as a consumer. What does that mean? It means if it's a brand ingredient that they have to supply paperwork to certain agencies to let them know that this is an effective product or effective ingredient. So things like Vaso-6, Agmas, you're also going to have Stimex in this, and you're going to have Teocrine, and then Counta-Ease. They're all branded, and so is Astrogen. So you have really good brand ingredients in this, so it's going to be more expensive to make. At the end of the day, I think the value is here for it. Like I said, upwards to day 7, really awesome energy on this, and then you kind of taper off a little bit, but it's not bad. Like, it doesn't taper off into a crappy pre-workout at all. It is worth $45 for 20 serving, in my opinion. Nice thing is we can save you some money. There is a coupon below to save you 10% off of this, which is going to knock off about $4.50, making this about $40 for 20 servings, which gets you in line with that $2 per serving that many of you are looking for. To purchase this product, click below, check out the link and the coupon code to save you a few dollars. To read the whole written review, that link is down in the description box below, so you can read the in-depth review as well as the science as it comes to the ingredients. Make sure you follow us on all our social media channels. We're on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and Facebook. Make sure you subscribe to us on our YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe now button here below to stay up to date with all things from Olympus Labs, here at Fitness Informant, the pre-workout categories, and more. We do have a podcast. It's called Be Informed, Live Fit. It's on iTunes, Spotify, here on YouTube, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and more. Make sure you check that out as well. And for this review, more reviews from Olympus Labs, huge supplement deals, rankings, news, and workout routines and nutrition plans. Check us out online at fitnessinformant.com.